Hello and welcome back to Witcher 3, Blood and Wine with early game gear. We're playing on Deathmarch difficulty with the Warrior's Leather Jacket and the Viper Swords from White Orchard. And we just got mutated, and this is a cool thing. The only one I can afford right now is Toxic Blood. I really want Euphoria, which is the one just to the right over there. But I have 0 ability points, and you need 3 ability points to unlock it. You also need 3 greater green mutagens, which is not a problem at all. I'm sure I have them, or I could make them. But this is the only one I can afford right now, Toxic Blood, and I would like to try it out at least. I might respec my character and see if I can push my way over to Euphoria by redistributing my ability points better. But first, I at least want to see what Toxic Blood does. Well, I know what it does. It damages when you take damage. The person who did you damage, depending on what your toxicity level is going to take a portion of that damage. Now the problem with that is that on Deathmarch, you can only take so much damage. You can maybe get hit 3 times, and then you're dead. So, in a way, it's good that you're getting hit because you're causing them damage. Although I don't think it's a given. I think there's a chance of it happening. And also it's good because I'm always rocking decoctions, and I always got potions going, so my toxicity is always very high. But taking damage is not a good strategy, I would say, in the long run. But anyway, let's see if we can go over and fight these drowners here and maybe do a little damage to them, and if they hurt us, which they probably will, then we'll see if we do them any damage and how much it is exactly. Alright, hey drowners, what is up? Check out my new mutation. Ooh. Okay, so it poisoned him, and now he's doing like 336 damage to himself. It's like he's been poisoned, but it already wore off, I think. It didn't last very long. I just did this again, but I don't know if they took damage or not. I saw some green blood shoot out of me, but no one's poisoned or anything. Maybe it always does damage to them, but sometimes it poisons them. Some more green blood. I'm not sure it's doing any damage to them. If it is, it's very little. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to respec my ability points and get past Toxic Blood over to Euphoria. So I'm going to pause the game and drink a potion of clearing and then redistribute my ability points. Alright, now we got 64 ability points to redistribute. I'm just going to take the bare minimum of what I know I'm going to use, and then I hopefully will have enough points to get over to Euphoria on the mutation menu. Alright, I got pretty much everything I need. I'm just filling out my slots over here. I'm giving myself some more vitality to take advantage of that bonus, and I've already unlocked Toxic Blood, and now I have plenty of ability points, but I need 3 greater green mutagens, so I just gotta craft them up real quick. Alright, now you can see we're ready to unlock Euphoria, so that's good. And so now Euphoria is the one I'm going to activate. It seems like it just seems better. I still have a bunch of ability points left. I know the more mutations you unlock, the more slots you get to add extra abilities. See, for instance, here I unlocked another slot where I can put where I have 11 points, ability points. I can open up another, like synergy is a good one because it makes the bonuses of the mutagens even more. So now I can take that and I can put that in this new slot. Oops, I put it in the wrong slot. we go. That's where I meant to put it, and then we put this one back down here. Nice. And there's 3 more slots we can open up, so there's 3 more abilities we could get. So we could improve our bombs, or we could improve something else. But also these mutagens, I noticed, the ones they're only gonna like open up slots that you can use corresponding abilities. So like that slot I opened up, because I opened up a green mutation, I could only put a green or alchemical mutation in that same slot. So you got to be careful what you do. I think if you want to spec your character, you can't just be taking any of these. But I think maybe Deadly Counter is one I can take maybe as my next one. I'm not sure what I ultimately want for a mutation. Euphoria might be the end, the one I use, but I unlock these other ones just to open up more ability spots. I'm going to need more ability points though, and you can also get them from places of power. So hopefully there's some places of power in this area. Alright, I'm going to save those last 6 ability points I have just to see which direction I want to go in with the mutations and whatnot. And now we're going to start working on quests. I'm going to go with whatever ones are the lowest level first. This one here is level 35. I think we're going to go visit that guy who was fighting Goliath, the giant, and he got injured. Guillaume? I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. I apologize if I'm not. But he is at the tournament grounds. So that's where we're headed next. I'm going to pretty much go straight there. If anything cool, or if I discover anything cool on the way, I'll definitely show it. Alright, I found a boat and kind of sailed it over here closer to the tournament grounds. These aren't the tournament grounds, but I did see a dock here, so I thought it'd be a good place to land as any place. There's a letter in the door. Mill for sale. It is hereby certified that the mill registered under number 247 belongs to Count Louis de la Croix, and that the owner has fulfilled all formalities in preparing this property for sale. The building is unencumbered by mortgage or other type of encumbrance or debt. In accordance with the agreement number 23/549/C645, staff shall retain their employment unless they otherwise so wish. In the event of voluntary termination of employment, staff are required to submit a written statement confirming their decision. De la Croix, was he one of the guys that just got killed that was caught in the fishing net? Not sure. But anyway, this mill is for sale. I'm not sure if I can buy it or someone important is going to buy it later in the game. But pretty interesting, I guess. So I'm going to be passing right by that property, Corvo Bianco, that the Duchess gave me for coming to slay the beast. And supposedly I own this property now. Whoa, is that a peacock? That's cool. Supposedly I own this property now, so maybe there's like a storage chest here or something. I feel like since I'm passing by, I might as well at least check it out. Is that Roach? Yeah, Roach is here. Cool. Just looking around a little bit, see if there's anything going on. Let's go right into the building. Oh, what's this guy?
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas-basil. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas-basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
Well, while we're here, go on and tell me more about this place.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman. A truly colorful man. of Kedweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck, and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide, in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Sounds like a real cool guy. Hey, how about showing me around the vineyard?
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest, aged in oak barrels. It provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days. Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda. Monsieur Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
All right, maybe I can grow like Witcher ingredients here. We'll see.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas-basil.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
If my lips don't stink of wine, my wife won't. The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas-basil. Appreciate it.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Why can't we do it right now? I got a ton of money. How much is it? How much does it cost, I wonder?
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Well, as long as it's like reasonably priced, I'm just going to do everything. I don't know if it matters where.
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
Good idea. Yeah, let's try getting that right now. Why not, right? I'm gonna do both. I don't know.
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
1,000 auras? Not bad. I am absolutely swimming in money.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive.
What else you got?
Anything else, sir?
Yeah, let's get a grindstone too.
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
And even if they did, then to hell with them. And I can
Then
easily
send out
pay
for
for
one
that
of these.
with all my orange.
High-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Yeah, let's see what else we can do around the house while I'm here.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompeli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Sure, do that.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, Your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
I guess that's all for now, right?
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today. But I wanted to ask you something else.
I shall be glad to
What else can I
answer
ask
every
him, I
question,
wonder? Absolutely nothing. We'll see you later.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
So it sounds like it's going to take a couple days for this place to get spruced up, and then I'll come back and check it out. And then I don't know if I'll be able to keep upgrading it or if there's a one-time thing. Ooh, there's a weapon rack. That'll be cool to put like all the swords that I've been given and I'll never use, like the one that Olgierd von Everett gave me. I can hang that. And he also mentioned a way to hang my armor. And I don't have any armor, really. But I could make some of that armor that I've been collecting diagrams for. So this is like a library. So I can like access all the things in my inventory, maybe? Not sure what this is, but it looks like a library. And I'm just like going right into all my books. Huh. Interesting. And then we got a bedroom and a trophy. Is that like the trophy that you cut off a dead animal or a dead monster? Do I really want a dead monster head in my bedroom? Not really. And then a wall painting. Oh, so I could hang up the picture of Olgierd and his wife, which I'm not going to do in my bedroom, but maybe in another room. I don't have many paintings. I've come across maybe a few. I remember some dwarves gave me a painting of that Himmelfart guy, whoever the guy, I don't even know what he did, but he was like some high mucky muck in Novigrad. Anyway, I'm just going to dump a bunch of stuff in my storage chest here. This is the first storage chest I've come across since I've got to Toussaint, and then I'm going to be on my way. Alright, I meditated for the night at my new home, and now we are heading to the tournament grounds, which are, I just missed the turn. It's over here. We are going to go visit Guillaume in his tent. I know I'm murdering his name, but he has a quest for us or something, or he wants to talk to us. And he got badly injured facing the. Not only did he get slaughtered, well, not slaughtered, but he got his ass kicked facing the Shaelmar, but then he got beat up trying to fight that giant Goliath too. Actually, he got beat up fighting the giant first, then he got rolled over by the Shaelmar, so he's not doing too well. So let's go talk to him and see what he wants. He's around here somewhere. I haven't found him yet, but I have found this thing called Crespi's File. Victim's body was found by guard patrol after sunset. Guardsmen recognized the deceased as Count Crespi. Body was found on hands and knees, propped up against pillory. Corpse was already in a state of rigor mortis, which could indicate Crespi had undergone great physical exertion before death. More likely, the murderer waited for the post-mortem stiffening to set in so the body would remain in the desired pose without the need for further support. Crespi died from wounds dealt by long claws. His own sword, in its sheath, was hung around his neck. He was clothed in attire which, according to his servants, he usually donned for suppers. Lying on the cobblestones near the body was a 5-pointed star made of gold. Nothing has been determined regarding its origin. 5-pointed. Well, we did talk earlier with the Duchess and that other guy about 5 knights. And I think the beast himself said that there was 5 people he was planning to kill. So that might be a symbol of that. And it looks like there's another letter here. Ramon Dulac's file. The night of the feast of Saint Nepomucen, 2 patrons exiting the Clever Clogs Inn came across a corpse lying in the gutter. Both witnesses, Xavier and Bruno, are known to the Ducal Guard as they have previously been convicted of petty theft. Seeing the highly unusual circumstances of the deceased's death, the witnesses informed the Ducal Guard, and the guardsmen arrived on the scene in short order. The victim was identified as Ramon Dulac, a knight-errant in the ducal service. Sir Dulac was dressed in a nightgown and nightcap, with a pillow placed under his head and a bed warmer placed in his hand. His clothing and the pillow had been soaked through by the gutter's contents. The victim perished as a result of being pierced through the heart by long claws. The blow was dealt with great precision. The guardsmen searched for any fragment of a 5-pointed star near the body, as was found in the case of Count Crespi, yet their search yielded no results. Witnesses Xavier and Bruno deny having taken any such item for themselves. So I think this might be where I am right now, the tent where I spoke with the Duchess and her main dude that was like investigating the death. So these must be his notes. So let's see if there's any more notes around here. Yes, De La Crow's file. This was the guy who was in the river, I think. News the beast had taken the third victim was reported by a crayfish fisherman by the name of Linus. The beast's dismembered corpse had been found in the river's shallows, tangled in the man's nets. The victim was identified as Count de la Croix. The evidence suggesting this was the beast's third victims were the wounds to the body's ribcage, which were dealt by long claws and constituted the immediate cause of death. It is not known why the beast dismembered the body. Perhaps it was a matter of staging to provoke certain connotations, as in the case of the 2 previous victims. No additional objects or tracks were found near the body. Count de la Croix's personal effects most probably were carried off by the river's current. No mention of the bag of coins found inside his body or the weird hand, the third hand that was in like his belt pouch, but the guards didn't see them, and they all got slaughtered by that Bruxay before they could really do a good investigation of the body. Alright, let's go on and try to start this quest, find this guy. Sorry about all the talking, this has been kind of a slow episode. Got a tour of my house and then read a bunch of letters. Pretty exciting stuff. But yeah, we'll try to make it up in the last bit of this episode by speaking with this dude. Maybe something cool will come of it.
I've a matter of prime urgency and import. I must speak to you.
Well then let's speak, damn it. Talk to me. Let's hear it.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
And what makes you say that?
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
Alright, tell me more.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks, while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase, that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
I'm kind of in doubt about what he's talking about, but let's keep finding out more.
Notice any other strange behavior? Additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Alright, so he wants me to be an attorney, but tell me more about the tourney first.
How's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivian.
Alright, yeah, I'll totally do this.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to practice all of these things. We can start right at the top.
Marksmanship. I feel I need to do some shooting.
This will probably be one of the easiest ones, I'm thinking, with the crossbow.
The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely. Hit the red targets!
Okay, so I got a timer. I should have plenty of time, though. I mean, time's... I can't tell if I don't have my crossbow ability where time slows down, but still, it's going really well. Is that it?
Once more?
Do I need to? But I mean, maybe I should try once more. I don't know.
Glad they give it
Maybe you can just try as much as you want. I see there is a like a blue knight. I wonder if you like get qualified if you hit the blue knight.
Once more?
Nah, I think we're done.
Done enough shooting.
That seems easy
Where
enough.
to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Okay, let's do it then.
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea. Come with me. The tourney's race differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now. All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow. The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame. During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
Okay, so I better put on my map. When I'm on horseback, I have no clue where I'm going, especially during a race. So let's put on the mini map, and then we'll be able to know which way to go. Also, I might add, when it comes to like attacking things on my horse with a sword, I am dreadful at it. Okay, I got a time remaining bar. Okay, I got that one. That's good. But usually I'm horrible. Horrible. What else we got? It's supposed to be targets to shoot with. There's another dummy to chop the head off or whatever. Oh, see, I'm way so far behind on that one. There's a target. Way off. I have to be trying this again, obviously.
Come on.
Oh, here's another target. Missed. Alright, I guess that's it.
Hey there.
Will you give it another go? I can set out more dummies.
Yeah, I think I better, because I was horrible at it.
No harm in going again. Practice makes perfect, even for witchers.
Alright, try this again. This time we're going to get all the targets and all the dummies, right? Right. Got that one. There's another dummy down here. Dummy right here. Oh, yes. Okay, and then there's 2 targets. I think that's it for the training course. Target right on the other side of this bridge. Nice. And then one more target. Here we go. Nope. Nope. There we go. Yeah. All right. That was better.
So, have you had enough, or do you wish to ride again?
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Where to now?
Be nice to swing, do some footwork, work up a sweat.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand. Come with me. You will team with other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best.
Oh, I've got to turn off my mini-map. It's very annoying when you're not, like, running a horse race. Okay, very good. Get it out of here.
But now I can think only of my Vivian. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time.
I think this will be the first time I've fought anyone since I got the Euphoria mutation. So it'll be interesting to try it out. If this actually counts as real combat, I'm not sure.
Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
Alrighty. So
it is the Witcher who saved us from woe.
Witcher act always with reason.
what's up,
I
bros?
will stand and fight, but be warned, I do nothing halfway.
All right. Okay.
The lust
Whoa.
to do evil, I'll beat it out of you. Attack! Attack!
I think for the euphoria mutation to work, I need to have a lot of ouch. I need to have a lot of toxicity, which I don't have right now, so
The lust to do evil, I'll beat it out of you.
this isn't a very good test of the euphoria. At least not right now. Oof. This guy's I didn't have any I got him poisoned, that's good. I didn't eat any food before this, so ooh, that's not good. Oh, is that it? He get me? Yeah.
Do you wish to train more?
Yeah, I'll do one more. Because I got my ass kicked.
Could probably use some more practice. Usually fight monsters, not knights.
Witcher act always with reason.
Alright, this time I'm going to take some food, for one thing. Get some mutton leg action going. And we'll use some Hangman's Venom, which I didn't have on my sword before. Yep. And maybe I'll get my toxicity up, so maybe we can try out that Euphoria. So we'll take I think the Catacan and the Echimera would probably be good.
You need not ask me twice.
Alright, so now I got a little toxicity, so maybe now I'll do some Euphoria damage, we'll see.
Look alive!
Plus I'm going to be getting damage from the, having my food. Having the food go into extra hit points, which translates into damage. Wow, 510, that was good. I have a new little symbol up there near my health bar. That's gotta be my mutation. Yeah, I'm definitely doing more damage.
The end! This is it!
There we go. That was better.
Do you wish to practice fighting a moment longer?
No, I think we're done. I think we're all set.
Think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Alright, well let's go to this inscription tent then, and we will make sure our scrolls are in order and sign up for the tournament, and that should do it for this episode, I would say. Alright, well here we are, getting ready to sign up for the tournament.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia,
What a surprise.
or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Huh, 2 crests you say. I've never heard of Ravix of Forhorn, but let's hear about Geralt of Rivia first.
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Cahir and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river.
Alright, please tell me about this Ravix person.
Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the ducal archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
I'm not sure if it makes a difference, but I think I'm going to be Geralt because I am Geralt.
I'm Geralt, not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a witcher. Shields aren't something witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
No, I need to know about all these things, please.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient.
Alright, tell us more.
Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy. Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
Alright, well tell me about the vows then. I don't know anything about that.
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Alright, well let's proceed then. I guess I know you've answered all my questions. Thank you very much.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
Her illustrious highness is Carter. No. We're gonna, I'll swear on my lady's love, and that will be Triss Marigold, of course. Let's do that one.
I vow on the love of my lady, Triss Marigold, to respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Okay, so I don't know about wearing this armor there, pal. I have a specific rule set I'm playing by. Ugh. It is shiny. It looks pretty Temerian. I'm not real excited about it. I don't think I'm going to wear it for the tournament. Unless I absolutely have to. Do I have to? I'm going to take it off. Can I take it off? Yes, I can. Okay, so I'm going to, if I can, wear my regular armor for the tournament. And I'll just save this armor for you know, for a souvenir of being in the tournament. And if I get my armor stands at the Corvo Bianco, then I'll hang them up there, I guess. That might be cool. Alright, well thank you so much for watching. That was a long episode with lots of dialogue. And if you sat through that, then you are a true fan. So, Next time we'll enter the tournament. I'm not sure how long the tournament is. It sounds like it could be. It's 3 things we have to do, but whether I can fit it all in one episode or not remains to be seen. I'm gonna try because it seems like it would make sense to do it all in one episode, but not sure I can. But we'll definitely start the tournament next episode. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye bye.